happy Saturday, or whenever you happen to be on the class today. My name is Tianna. This is Yoga with Tianna. I hope that you are enjoying your day, morning, evening so far. We're going to do a nice lo-fi flow today. Hope that you are doing well. All right, we're going to groove it out because I'm feeling like in a nice flowy mood. Now, the weather outside is a little rainy, a little bit dull, and I feel like this is a nice way to ease on into the weekend. So let me know how you're feeling. I see already nice and early. Nice and early. We have our moderator, Twitch. Hello, happy Saturday. Let's roll. Yes. All right. Hand pink waving. All right. Hello, Marika. Hello. All right. We got Tamisha too. Good morning. Hello. All right. Yes. Oh, okay. What do we got? All right. We now have 2.94 subscribers. We are so close. We're about less than 60 away from hitting that 3K. So we got to share it out. I love it. Thank you to my moderator. All right. We got to pick our intention word, of course. Yesterday was challenges. Hopefully you were able to get through some challenges that you might have had yesterday. Sometimes challenges are good, right? Something we're striving for, and we have a challenge that we want to meet. It gives us that competition, right? I was saying on my Facebook page, I got in the bed around 10 something the other night, and I was 2 minutes away from closing my circles, my rings on my watch. I had to finish my exercise goal. I was 2 minutes away. Do you think I finished it? It was a challenge. Do you think I finished it? Yes, of course I did. I was up walking around my kitchen making laps. So those are good challenges. Don't always think of the negative when it comes to challenges. Sometimes challenges can be good. They help to push us. All right, let's make it a good one. I'm feeling this one right here. All right, so for today's flow, we are going to be on our knees a little bit. So go ahead and get something that you can have for underneath of your knees. We're going to do a little stability, a little bit of strength. So feel free to go ahead and grab anything you need to put underneath of your knees for our practice. We are going to take things nice and slow during our lo-fi practice. Hope you're enjoying the playlist. All right. So I don't know what the intention word is, and neither do I. So let's see it together. This is one of my favorite words, and this is actually my word of this year. It's been my word of this year. It's even on my vision board. I won't leave you in suspense. Today's intention word is community. Community is today's intention word. I love that because I tell you, I'm always about community. I'm always about being able to get people together. Let's put people in groups. And let's talk about things that we have in common, right? Yes, we talk about those differences, those intersectionalities, but we're all one human race. There's so many things going on in the world. I don't even have to get into all of the things that are going on right as we speak. And let's just talk about love, community, wrapping our hands around others, being able to have that empathy. So that's a good word for today. All right. Are we ready to get ourselves down onto the mat? Go ahead and get yourself relaxed. Whew. Go ahead and take that breath. It's always nice. I'm going to love this playlist. So excuse me if I go a little bit slow today because I'm just feeling it. Thank you for putting the word inside the chat. All right. Are we ready to get into our practice today? Of course, you know, we like to come to the mat, any comfortable position, and just allow yourself to be here. Be grounded right here on the mat. So however that looks for you, however you show up today, we show up as a practice, okay? It's not a perfect. Sometimes I leave it all on the mat right here. There's tears, there's everything. So show up for you today however you show up, all right? No attempts to change it in this instance. Just let the practice take over. So I want you to take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, let it out. Feel your body start to relax. Take a nice deep inhale in. Maybe close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Let it out. And I invite you to just allow that breath to get soft. Feel your feet connecting. Allow those knees to soften. Allow your sit bones to fully be connected with the earth, even if that means rocking a little side to side, just to make sure your bottom is right here, planted, rooted, connected. I want you to give yourself that moment to even see how that word community lands for you today. It might have hit your ears, and then it has to travel down right here. Maybe that's building community around others. Maybe that means others building community around you. However that works for you today. I want you to take that. Because our community can be vast. And then sometimes it can be just a community of 2 or 3. So whatever communities that you're nurturing today, I want you to send them that energy. Send that love. Or maybe if it's community that you seek, start to put that energy out there. Sometimes we never raise our hand and say, hey, I need my people. And that's okay to say that. Don't be afraid. Let's take one more full cycle of breath. We're going to begin to bring those arms up overhead. I want you to interlace the fingers, take the palms up towards the ceiling, or maybe even the sky if you're outside. Release those shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to take our neck stretches with our arms up overhead and just notice how it feels. If this is too much for your shoulders, feel free to take the shoulders down and take the arms down a little. That's okay. We're going to take our chin down towards our chest. Remember to keep the chest lifted. We're not doing a forward fold. We're just taking the chin down. On that next inhale, let's begin to take the chin and the gaze up towards the hands. Maybe even resting the head on the back. Breathe, relax the shoulders. And on that next exhale, take the chin back down towards the chest. Are your arms burning? Take the gaze back up towards the hands. Come back to neutral. Hinge it over to the right side. Ooh, side stretch. Maybe gaze up towards that elbow. Take it back to center. Over to the opposite side. Are your arms burning? Gaze up towards the elbow. Breathe. Release. Release the hands. Roll it out on the way down. Nice and controlled. I know those arms are burning. Nice and controlled. Whew. All right. Sometimes it's slow. It's steady. That really gets the burn in. All right. I want you to bring those arms right back overhead. Palms are going to face each other. We're going to turn towards the right side first. Frame the body with the hands. Look behind you. Feel free. You can continue to get a little bit deeper in this if it feels good. You can start to rotate that shoulder back a little bit more. On that next inhale, let's bring those arms back to center. Come back to the front. Palms face each other again. Let's turn to the opposite side. Again, frame the hands with the body. Look behind you. Opening up the shoulder. Opening up through the neck. Gently bring it back to center. We're going to bring those arms out nice and wide, as if we were giving a nice big hug. And I want you to bring your thumbs in, fingers in, thumbs are going to be up. We're going to cross the thumbs over the fingers. And we're going to start to rotate the arms around. Just in a tiny circle at first. I know I'm working the arms. I know. Start to make the circles a little bit bigger. Relax the shoulders. I want you to just focus on the fist making circles. So even if you have to look and make sure it's just the fist making those circles, make them a little bit bigger. Relax the shoulders. Look on the opposite hand. Make the fist a little bit bigger. Those circles a little bit wider. And let's start to pause. Let's go the opposite way. Whose arms are burning? Remember to keep those circles big. Start to make it a little bit tiny. And a little bit smaller. Can you hear my arm clicking? A little bit more smaller. Pause. Bring the arms up overhead. Whew. Exhale, bring it forward. Let's come to a rest. Rest your arms, rest your shoulders, rest your head. Did we get that heart rate up a little bit? Rock from side to side. All right, now let's turn it over. Turn it over towards the right side. My left, your right. You got this. Feel that side stretch. Back to center. And over to the opposite side. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn on, if you haven't turned on your workout mode, I'm going to go ahead and turn mine on because I think I'm in a workout right now. Just saying. Just saying. All right. And back to center. There we go. See if you can come down a little bit more this time. Maybe relax those shoulders. Gently walk the hands back towards the body. Ooh. Give it a round little circle here. Around in a circle. Just moving that upper body around. Let's pause. Go the opposite way with your circle. Nice and slow. Feel those hips start to warm up. Ooh. All right. Let's go ahead and pause. We're going to cross our legs the opposite way. So I have this foot in front. That foot is now going to be in the back. All right. Cross your legs the opposite way. I want you to bring those arms up overhead. We're not going to do all those arm ones all over again. I'm not going to do you like that. But I do want you to interlace your fingers. Let's take the palms up towards the ceiling. Just lift up. Relax the shoulders on the exhale. Let's start to bring it around in a circle. Bring it around in a circle. One more around on this side. And then we're going to pause wherever we are. We're going to go the opposite way. It hits different when your arms are overhead. It really, really does. It involves balance. Something that we're getting ready to get into. So I want us to warm up that balance body now. All right, let's go ahead and pause at the top. Release the hands down, roll out the wrist on the way down. We're going to bring those fingertips right in line with our hips. Move the shoulders. Very nice. We're going to bring the hands in front. Begin to walk those hands out. Coming back to that seated forward fold. Maybe you notice your body is a little tighter, looser on this side. Doesn't matter. Rock from left to right. Sometimes we cross the first time in a way that's just normal. So crossing it the other way is like, huh? So maybe you got to rock it out on this side. I want you to walk those hands over to your right side. Feel that side stretch. Release the forearms. Gently back to center. And over to the opposite side. Breathe. Gently bring it back to center. See if you can relax here a little bit deeper. And on that next cycle of breath, let's go ahead and walk the hands back towards the body. Ooh, how we feeling here? Can we bring those feet out nice and wide? Flexing the toes back towards your body. Keep a slight bend into your knees. Let's turn towards our right side. Gently look behind you. We're going to keep this space nice and open. If you are expecting, we want to keep these turns nice and open. We're not making any deep twists, okay? Keep that in mind. So if you are expecting, no deep twist here. Back to center. Over to the opposite side. This is a nice slow stretch. Don't worry. We're coming to the strength. So we're going to stretch and strength, right? All right. Come back to center. Walk it out into the center. This is our wide leg seated forward fold. It hits different when we have our legs out nice and wide. Maybe you point your toes. Maybe you relax the toes. Maybe you just hinge a little from left to right. Breathe. Walk the hands over towards that right foot. Again, expecting, we're going to keep it up here. All right, whatever feels good for you. Maybe if you'd like to open it up on the side, you can begin to open up that top hand. Getting into that side stretch. Rotate the chest through, stacking shoulder over shoulder. Take it back to center. Let's walk the hands to the other side. Again, stay right here. Or if you'd like to rotate the shoulders, open up through the chest. Side stretch right here. Bring it back to center. Maybe noticing if your body feels a little bit looser in this posture. If those hamstrings are calling your name, feel free to walk it in a little bit. We're going to take another 3 breaths right here because we really want to get the benefit of this stretch. So release that tension that you might have on the hips and the glutes. Just let your body fully relax here in this position. So maybe you come down, bring the head down. Maybe you bring the chest forward. Whatever feels good to you. We're in a flat back. On that next inhale, let's begin to walk the hands back up towards the body. I'm going to take those feet to one side. Let's come over onto our tabletop position. Ooh, give it a rock from left to right. Rock your hips. All right, let's start to begin our cat-cows, or I like to call them cow-cats. Bring those knees to be right underneath of the hips. We're going to stack our wrists to be right underneath of the shoulders. So realign your body, get comfortable wherever you are. We're going to release the belly down, gaze up. Exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, press into your fingers. Reverse. exhale. I want you to do 3 more of those at your own breath. Own breath right here. Maybe giving your body what it needs, holding one position a little bit longer. I'm going to do 1 more here. And then I'm going to come to a nice neutral spine. Let's start to move those hips around in a circle. Nice circle. Work out all the snap, crackle, pops. Press into your fingertips. This is a little bit of weight bearing on our fingers. And remember, I told you that we were going to be on our knees a little bit. So if you'd like to grab whatever you have handy to go under your knees, feel free. We're going to pause. We're going to go the opposite way. So this is just really allowing us to move our bodies nice and slow. We're going to go around one more time, and we're going to end in a child's pose. So bringing those heels towards the hips. Gently walking those hands out in front to your child's pose. Bringing your forehead down. Allow your forearms and shoulders to relax. Even if that means bringing those hands a little bit closer to your body. Want your body to be relaxed here. If you're feeling any pinch on the shoulders, bring those hands back a little bit more. Continue to breathe. We're going to take our right hand, bring it behind us onto our back. That palm is going to be up. And we're gently going to walk the left hand over towards the right side. Give it a little side stretch here. I'm going to take that right hand, bring it back in front. Walk the hands back to center. Take the left hand, bring it around onto the back palm up. And that right hand then goes towards the left side, side stretch here. Gently bring both hands back around in front. We're going to gaze towards our hands. Let's come back up to our tabletop position. Maybe give those hips a little rock. All right, taking our right foot behind us, we're going to extend that foot out. We're going to be on the ball of that back foot. Feel free to widen your stance. We want our stance nice and relaxed here, nice and wide. Bringing that hip to neutral. We're going to start to press that heel towards the ground. So calf stretch right here. Remember, that hip is not coming off to the side. We're bringing that hip nice and neutral. Let's take it back in. Give it a rock. Other leg is going to come out. Extend that heel back. Again, bring the hip to be nice and neutral. And let's take it back in. Give it a rock. We're starting with our balance. Are you ready? Remember, I said we were going to do a little balance. So we're going to bring that right foot back behind us. But this time, I want you to see if you can just slowly lift that foot off the ground. That toe is going to track down towards the mat. Even out your hip. Maybe we bring that knee into the chest, arch the spine, knee to nose. Let's take it back out. Bring it in, knee to nose. And take it out. One more just like that, knee to nose. Arch the spine. Take it out. Bring it down, give it a rest. All right, how was that? So that was level 2. All right, let's do the same thing on the opposite side. So let's bring that foot back. And let's begin to float that foot off the ground. It barely has to come off the ground. Get your footing, get your balance. Let's bring the knee in, knee to nose. Take it out. Knee to nose. Take it back out. One more knee to nose. Take it out and relax. Give it a rock. All right, so that was level 2. There's levels. There's levels to yoga. I tell people this all the time. If you want to do level 3, you can come with me. If you'd like to stay with level 2, you already know where we are. All right, so level 3, we're going to bring that foot back out, float the leg. But this time we're going to bring the opposite hand in front. Nice soft fingers. And we're going to bring elbow to knee, arch the spine. Take it back out. Elbow to knee. Back out. Can we do 3 more like that? Elbow to knee. And back out. And 2. Keep me honest with the count. And last 1. And drop it down. Let's take a little child's pose right here. Let's rest our arms. Walk those hands out in front. How are we feeling? Ooh, take a breath. Gaze towards your hands. Let's come back up because guess what? We got another side. Now again, you can do level 1 or 2. If you'd like to do 3, let's go ahead and get ourselves back into that position. I'm going to take my left leg out, float it up, extend my opposite arm, and let's take elbow to knee and extend it out. Again, elbow to knee, arch the spine, take it out. Let's do 3 more like that, elbow to knee, extend it out. 2, extend. Last 1, extend, bring it down, child's pose right here. Whew. How are we feeling? Give it a rock, left to right. You got this. Let's come back to that tabletop position. Whew. How are we feeling here? Can we tuck our toes? Little toe stretch here, shift the weight back towards the heels. We haven't even gotten up yet, right? Let's come to our first downward facing dog of our practice. Pedal your feet. Bending opposite knees, nice and slow. I really want you to feel this stretch. From the back of the legs, press away with the fingers. Let's take this pedal 2 more times on each side, nice and slow. This is my second on this one. Last one here. And let's bring both heels to stillness, both heels down. Shift the weight towards the heels. Relax the shoulders as we walk the gaze up towards the belly. Breathe. Get nice and comfortable. On that exhale, let's walk the hands towards the feet. Keep a very generous bend into your knees, belly on the thighs. We're here in our forward fold. Allowing the hands to rest in front of the feet. We're going to grab opposite elbows here. Let's give it a little rock from side to side. Shake your head yes and no. Release the hands down. We're slowly going to curl up. Nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. When our head comes up, we bring those arms up overhead. Maybe we bring the palms to touch. A slight back bend here, countering all of the stretches that we just did. And on that exhale, let's come to our mountain pose. How we feeling? It's the slow flow. Rock it out. All right, let's come to the top of our mat. Now I want us to take it nice and slow. Give yourself enough room on the top of the mat. We are going to do our 5 sun salutations, but I want you to do them nice and intentional. So if you normally fly through your sun salutations, this time I want you to pay attention to posture, to where your hands are, to where your heels are, if the toes are tracking forward. All right? So let's get into it. Again, remember to give yourself enough room. I'm going to start with level 1, and I'm going to move up into level 3 if you'd like to go full chaturanga, all right? First one is going to be modified. Bringing those arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Keep that bend into the knee. Allow the head to relax. Look behind you. Let's take our flat back here. We're going to immediately step back to our downward facing dog. This is for our level 1. Feel free to take your flow if that feels good to you. And we hang out right here in our downward facing dog. If you'd like to take each of your sun salutations just like this, feel free to do so. And then we gaze towards the hands and we come to our forward fold, front or back of the mat. Inhale, come all the way up. All right, exhale, I'm going to demonstrate level 2, forward fold. Again, you stay wherever's comfortable. Taking a flat back. I'm going to step back into my tabletop position for my level 2. And then I'm going to bring myself down onto my belly. Untuck my toes. And just keep the feet, hands down, and just raise my head up just a little bit. Come back to my tabletop position as I tuck my toes. And come to my downward facing dog, and we all meet right here. Gaze towards the hands, taking a forward fold right here. Inhale, come all the way up. All right, that was level 2. If you'd like to do level 3, you can do it along with me right here. Forward fold. Let's take a flat back. Let's step it back to our plank pose. This is for our level 3. Feel free to take whatever level you'd like. If you're going to take your chaturanga, let's go ahead and shift the weight over the balls of the feet. Lower ourselves down and hover elbows in. Lift up, upward facing dog, untuck the toes, and push back. We all meet in downward facing dog right here. Take a breath. You can look towards the top of the mat. You can walk, step, or jump into your forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. All right, I've showed you all 3 levels. We're going to take the other 2 however you like. I'm not going to cue. We're just going to go into that flow. You already know where we're going. Remember to breathe. I'm going to step it back, and I'm going to do level 3. Feel free to do whatever level you like, whatever feels good to you. We all meet in our downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths with me. Gaze towards the hands, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Last one, forward fold. You got this. Flat back, plant the hands. blow it out. Wherever you are, let's take 2 breaths. Bring the gaze towards the hands, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. I want you to bend your knees, have a seat in your chair. So we have those hands to heart center. Breathe right here. Relax the shoulders. We're going to begin to bring that right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Again, if you are expecting, you just turn right here. Keep it all up top. So you can feel free to bring it here. Hook the elbow. Maybe even open up the hands. Open up that stretch. Again, if you're not expecting. Gaze up towards that top hand. Breathe. On that next exhale, let's bring it back to center. Other side. Hook it around. Open it up if that feels good. And take it back to center. Let's bring ourselves to stand. Bring those hands down. Shake it out. How does it feel here? Who's warm? We didn't move that fast, but it starts to get warm. Let's turn ourselves back to the top of our mat if we're not already. Bring those arms up overhead. Exhale and forward fold. Hinging at the hip. Remember the hinge at the hip. Bring it down. We're all the way in our forward fold. Taking a flat back. I want you to step that right foot back. Allow yourself to come into your pyramid pose. Toes are still tracking towards the front. But remember, this is a train track, so widen your stance if that feels good. We're going to straighten that front leg. Begin to hinge forward, bringing your knee down, bringing your nose towards the knee. Feel that stretch along the back of the leg. If that hip is all the way out, let's bring it back. Bring that hip to neutral. You can have blocks as well. Balance yourself onto your blocks. Those hands can be on blocks. Whatever feels good to you. Really get into that stretch. It normally takes our body at least about 5 breaths here, just to really begin to say, okay, I'm in the stretch, I'm relaxed, I'm comfortable. You're gonna start to feel that stretch if you haven't already. Take one more full cycle of breath. And we're gonna bring that back foot back up towards the front. Back into our forward fold. Same thing on the opposite leg. Let's step the opposite leg back. We're in that pyramid pose. Again, you can widen the foot. Make it nice and wide. That heel can be slightly in, and we want to turn that hip to be nice and neutral. Breathe. Take a moment here, get comfortable. Relax the shoulders. Start to neutralize the hips. Relax the toes. Relax the shoulders. Let's take one more full cycle of breath here. And we're going to step that back foot forward, coming back into our forward fold. I want you to take your hands, place them underneath of your feet. Place them underneath of your feet to where the wrists are towards the toes. It's all right if you're not there. Bend those knees. So if that feels uncomfortable, begin to bend those knees and get there. You can bring your head down, bringing your chin towards your chest. Now this is a little balance right here. If it feels good, you can begin to straighten the legs. Press your toes into your wrists. Give those wrists a little massage with your feet. Take one more full cycle of breath. We're going to release the hands. Let's step it back into our tabletop position. Rock it from left to right. All right, let's bring that right foot to frame and be on the outside of both hands. So right on the outside here. We're going to rock it forward and back. Feel the opening. Taking that inside hand towards the thigh. Gaze towards the elbow. Let's lead it all the way forward. Bringing that knee over ankle. Breathe. Let's take it all the way back. Let's do a half split right here. So take it all the way back. Remember that hip is going to want to come off to the side. We want to bring it back in line. Maybe flex the toe back and take it forward. Bring the hand back towards the inside of the foot. Let's go ahead and step it down. Give it a rock from left to right. Breathe. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, all right? So when you're ready, let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Let's bring that foot towards the outside of the hands. Remember to continue to breathe. That feels good right there to me. Let's see where my music went. There we go. Let's go ahead and bring that knee forward, knee over ankle. Bringing the hand to the thigh, gaze up. Whatever feels good to you. Maybe looking up towards that elbow. Continue to breathe. Let's take it back down. Let's take our half split right here. Remember that hip is going to want to come out, so let's bring it back as much as possible. Flex the toe back, half split. Bring it back forward. Take the hands towards the inside. Let's bring it down. Give it a rock from left to right. Widen out your knees here. We're going to take a full child's pose. Big toes to touch. Shift the weight back. Walk the hands out in front. Breathe. We're going to walk our hands over to our right side. Remember we did this earlier? Walk it over. Maybe you may notice a little bit of a change between now and that time we did this with our legs crossed. Back to center. We probably couldn't do this in the beginning, right? Not in a child's pose. Over to the opposite side. Come back to center. And gently walk the hands towards our body. We're going to sit up. I know this may be a little bit uncomfortable. We're sitting up from our child's pose. Maybe those hips and maybe that IT band might be a little bit tight. Feel free to do whatever feels good to you. If you can sit all the way up, let's rock from side to side. All right, can we take our circles that we did in the beginning? Remember our circles? We're coming back to that nice, easy stretch. That balance. It hits different when your legs are crossed versus when you're on your knees. Let's pause. Let's go the opposite way with our circles. Let's take one more round. Let's bring it back to center as we end. Take those knees to one side. Come and have a seat on your bottom. Bring your feet around in front. Ooh. Let's go ahead and tap out the toes. Maybe our feet fell asleep. Tap, tap, tap out the toes. All right. Bring yourself towards the front of your mat if you're not already. We're going to hug onto the back of our thighs. Let's straighten out our arms. Begin to bring ourselves down onto our back and bring your knees with you. Hug your knees into your chest. Give it a rock from left to right. Notice if your body is trying to stress to bring those knees in. Just relax. You can always take a wide stance. All right, let's go ahead and release the hands. We're going to let the knees fall over to one side. Those hands come out to a T. Stacking the knees onto one side. Look away from your knees. Breathe. We're going to keep those knees together as much as possible. Bring it back to center and over to the opposite side. Look away from your knees. You got this. Gently bringing yourself back to center. Come back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. We're gently going to grab our feet. So grabbing the tops of your feet or maybe even your shins if that's available. We're going to open it up for our happy baby. Just allow your body to relax, bringing those knees down towards the mat. So press into the bottom of the feet. Press it in towards the mat for your happy baby pose. This is a really good stretch for the hips, the hamstrings, right? Maybe even the quads. So we're going to bring our right foot in. So bring that right foot in. Let's start to release out the opposite leg. Start to straighten it out a little bit. Still keep a slight bend. Whatever that looks like for you. Here as we're really getting into that hamstring stretch. Again, you can hold on to the shin, whatever feels good to you. Release that tension in the leg. Allow your body to deeply get into this stretch. Taking one more full cycle of breath here. And on that next exhale, let's bring it in nice and slow. Nice and slow, as slowly as we came into that stretch, we bring that heel back to center. And let's take the opposite heel out this time. Just start to straighten that one heel. Again, nice and slow. Whatever feels good to you. Remember to breathe. Take one more full cycle of breath. On that exhale, let's bring it back in. Take the knees back to center. Let's give it a rock. We're going to bend the knees, take the feet flat on the mat, toes track forward. Cross over one leg, figure four cross. Wiggle your toes. Bring that knee in towards the chest, pigeon pose on your back. Let's hug the knee in. Release the shoulders. Maybe you bring it in a little bit closer. Flex the top toe to protect the ankle. We're going to release the hands, keeping that knee in towards the chest. Let the top foot fall all the way over the body. Let it cross. Again, if you're expecting, we bring that foot all the way down, right? We don't hug the knee into the chest. We bring it all the way down. If you'd like to get that deeper stretch, we're going to bring that knee in. We really get to feel it on the outside of the hip. Maybe look away from your knees. Let's gently begin to bring it in. Uncross your legs. Give it a rock from left to right. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Figure four cross. Hug the knee into the chest. Thread the hands, hug the back of the thigh. Flex that top foot. When you're ready, release the hands, keeping the knee into the chest. Remember that top foot falls over towards the side. Look away from your knees. Modify wherever needed. Take one more full cycle of breath. I don't know about you, but this feels so good right here. Oh my goodness. Let's gently come back to center. Uncross your knees. Give it a windshield wiper rock from left to right. And then let those knees just fall over wherever they are. Let them fall all the way down. I want you to gaze away from your knees. Take it back up. Let them fall over to the opposite side. Again, gaze away from your knees. Gently bring it back up to center. Take the soles of the feet to touch. Let's butterfly out our knees. Breathe. Let those feet push forward. Maybe place your hands onto the inner thighs. Rest your shoulders. Rest your body. Whatever feels natural to you, I want you to do that. Allow your head to relax. Allow those knees to soften. Remember to breathe right here. Take one more full cycle of breath. We're going to take our hands to the outside of our thighs. Gently begin to close them up like a book. Give it a little rock. And you can keep your knees just like this if you'd like. Maybe spread them out for your Shavasana. If you'd like to take any pressure off the lower back. Or maybe you'd like to release those legs all the way down. Maybe even bring a nice arm stretch overhead. And then when you're ready, let's start to bring ourselves down into that Shavasana. Start to bring ourselves down into the nice relaxation. Maybe those palms can be up. Maybe we take one hand to heart and one hand to belly. Just allowing ourselves to relax here in whatever feels good to you. Just allowing your body to breathe. I want you to release the tension from your toes. Allow your ankles to soften. Release the tension on the hips. Gently uncurl your fingers. Allow your lower back to be in contact with the mat as much as possible. Melting your shoulders into the mat. Gently unclench your jaw as you release the tension on your head and soften your eyes. Just allow your body to be here, be present. Almost imagine your body just gently floating. Even while you connect from heel to leg, to hips, back, shoulders, and head. Just allow your body to soften with the next exhale. Allow your body to fully allow itself to relax here. Maybe if that means even taking a nice inhale in and exhale to get you there, that's okay. Allow the breath to take over. Allow the body to take that stillness. Bring that awareness towards the rise and fall of your chest and belly. With no attempts to change it, just gently becoming an observer of your breath. An observer if your body wants to make a move. Resisting the urge and allowing your body to be still and present. So with that, we're going to take another 3 breaths in silence and as much stillness as possible. Don't worry, I'll come back and let you know when we're ready to come back. Starting to invite some movement and awareness back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, let's hug one knee into our chest. And then the opposite knee into our chest. Rolling over to one comfortable side. Cradle your head. Gently bringing that top hand down. Press into the mat as you bring yourself up to a comfortable seat, any comfortable seat. Let's take those hands to heart center, our thumbs to our chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Thanking your body for showing up for you. And I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. I want you to take this energy with you off the mat and share it with others, because energy is infectious and we want to share the good stuff. Until next time, namaste. All right. Ooh, how was that? Just makes you feel like relaxed. And I'm looking out and it's just a dreary day and it just makes me want to rest. Rest is so important. Speaking of rest, I am going to be resting for my upcoming rest retreat. That is going to be in just a couple of weeks. I cannot wait. We're about less than 4 weeks away from the retreat. And I'm so excited. So if you would like to join me, feel free. You can go to my website. You can get all that information to join me. I will go ahead and Vanna White it right here and bring you that information. It's a wonderful retreat that you'll be able to submerge yourself into curated rest. Curated rest where you get to have a juice cleanse until dinner. You'll have a digital detox, meditation, sound healing. So I hope that you'll be able to join me on that one. All right. And I want you to begin to get yourself nice and relaxed here. I'm going to turn up the music just a little bit. Just allow yourself to be involved with that. And I want you to see the shout outs here. Remember to get those shout outs in. Oh, I cannot wait. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see. Okay, I see we got a lot of people on today. Yes, I love to see it. We have the yoga teacher who does real estate. Good morning to you. So happy to see you. Yes. And then we have, okay, all right, who do we have? We have Mike Wills. Hello, Mike Wills. Hello, Grand Rising, and good morning to you, Brandon. All right, we got Tia. Hey, Tia. Good morning. Long time no see. All right, Grand Rising to Jackie as well. Let me make sure I get you in there. Hey. All right. Namaste to Tamisha. I hope that you enjoyed it. Yes. All right, we got Carlos. Welcome back. Hey, Carlos. I know it's far for you and it's time change out there for you. So thank you for joining. And I thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed the practice. I tell you, it's definitely something that I love. If you enjoyed it, give it the thumbs up. I see the thumbs up coming. I thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm going to come here so that you can hear me properly. I want you to begin to save these. If you enjoyed it, save it. And most importantly, share it out. Because we have to get to that 3K, right? We're almost there to 3K. So remember to join me on this journey. I'm glad to be a part of this journey with you. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Enjoy my Saturday. If you don't do anything else, remember you checked off something already. You've already been a part of it. You've already completed. So thank you so much. And I will see you next week. Next week is going to be a 30-minute flow. All right? 30 minutes next week. All right. Until next time. All right. I will see you. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you again.